And in this case, it was fatal.
Toronto folk singer is dead after she was attacked by a pair of coyotes.
Hey! You come... Hey!
A terrifying experience, and as you mentioned, it unfolded in just a matter of seconds and in broad daylight. Take a look.
Go! 17-year-old got ripped apart by hungry coyotes. Cape Breton Island, Canada, a remote paradise where nature's beauty thrives alongside wildlife. Pristine shores offer views of the majestic Atlantic Ocean. Lush forests stretch as far as the eye can see, adorned with towering trees. Amidst this picturesque landscape, diverse flora and fauna flourish. In Nova Scotia's enchanting wilderness, countless animals find solace. The island is a haven for species like foxes and moose, but tragedy looms as serenity captivates. As the sun began to set on October 27, 2019, Taylor Mitchell embarked on a solo hike, immersing herself in the tranquil wilderness she loved. The camera follows her footsteps along a picturesque trail, capturing her radiant smile and her love for nature. Meanwhile, eerie background music subtly sets a somber tone, foreshadowing the impending tragedy. Suddenly, the peaceful ambiance is shattered by a chilling howl. Shadows move swiftly through the trees as a pack of coyotes closes in on their unsuspecting prey. The tension builds as the camera switches between shots of Taylor's terrified expression and glimpses of the advancing predators. With each passing second, the atmosphere grows more ominous. The eastern coyotes of Cape Breton are larger and more resilient than their ancestors. They interbred with wolves during migration, resulting in a unique genetic heritage. These coyotes resemble medium-sized German shepherds and possess the cunning of their ancestors. They are opportunistic predators with remarkable hunting abilities, able to take down even sturdy moose. Coyotes are adaptable and can coexist near human settlements, scavenging for food. While they typically avoid humans, rare instances of attacks can occur due to human interference, like feeding or attempting to rescue pets. Coyote pups and unusual behavior can also contribute. One such tragic case is that of Taylor Mitchell. Taylor Mitchell, a promising folk musician from Toronto, was a rising star in the Canadian music scene. At just 19 years old, fresh out of high school, she embarked on a remarkable journey driven by her passion for music. Recognizing her immense talent, Taylor dedicated herself to songwriting and captivated audiences with her heartfelt performances across the country. Her dedication paid off as success found its way to her doorstep, leading to a record deal with Back Row Tavern Productions. In 2009, Taylor released her debut album For Your Consideration, a collection of soul-stirring songs that garnered rave reviews. Fueled by her artistic achievements, she embarked on a solo tour of Eastern Canada, an exciting venture for the young musician who had recently acquired her license and a car. With her car as her trusted companion, Taylor embarked on the road, eager to share her music with fans across Eastern Canada. Her youthful spirit and undeniable talent for a lasting impression on those who had the privilege of hearing her perform. On October 28th, Taylor Mitchell had a scheduled performance in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, but she arrived ahead of time, eager to explore the natural wonders of the island. With a few extra days before her show, Taylor embarked on a hike in the breathtaking Cape Breton Highlands National Park. Taylor, an ardent environmentalist, found solace in nature walks. The city's intoxicating beauty provided a welcome distraction from her busy touring schedule. With its extensive network of hiking trails sprawling across 93,000 hectares of land, the park beckoned to her adventurous spirit. Taylor chose the Skyline Trail, one of the island's most popular routes. It offered panoramic vistas of the Gulf of St. Lawrence, providing a perfect respite for the young musician. Many visitors frequented the trail not only for its serene ambiance and fresh air, but also for the opportunity to witness wildlife in their natural habitat. Taylor's intentions were twofold. She yearned to immerse herself in the beauty of the surroundings while hoping to catch a glimpse of the area's diverse wildlife. The afternoon sun cast a warm glow as she parked her car and made her way to the access road, leading to the trailhead. Approximately 15 minutes into her hike, Taylor crossed paths with a couple walking in the opposite direction. Unbeknownst to them, this would be the last time Taylor was seen unharmed. As the couple continued down the access road, they spotted two large coyotes heading in the opposite direction. Alarmed, one of the hikers managed to capture a photograph. Shortly after their encounter, The couple heard distressing cries in the distance. It was a haunting sound, reminiscent of both human and animal cries. The unsettling noise sent shivers down their spines, prompting them to rush back to the parking lot and contact emergency services. At around 3:15 p.m., authorities were alerted and emergency services swiftly responded. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to them, the coyotes had caught up with Taylor through the access road. Instinctively, the creatures growled fiercely, attempting to provoke her into running. This predatory behavior aimed to exploit the advantage of biting the legs and rear of a frightened prey. In the eyes of the coyotes, Taylor's was not seen as a fellow human, but as prey on that fateful day. Overwhelmed by fear, Taylor frantically retreated towards the trailhead, her belongings scattered along the path. Her cries for help echoed through the serene landscape as she clutched a small pocket knife, desperately attempting to defend herself. But the coyotes were in predator mode, unyielding in their pursuit. They lunged at her, sinking their teeth into her legs and fingers as she valiantly fought back. Taylor, facing two formidable opponents, was no match for their strength and ferocity. The coyotes relentlessly pushed her deeper into the trail, onto a hill where a tragic turn of events unfolded. Tripping and falling, Taylor became even more vulnerable, and the predators seized the opportunity. They tore at her clothes, sinking their teeth into her head and legs, inflicting severe wounds. Bleeding profusely and consumed by panic, Taylor mustered every ounce of strength to reach a nearby bathroom. Her own blood marked the path she desperately followed, but as she approached the door, the relentless attacks persisted. Unable to gain entry, she turned towards the surrounding trees, her hope waning with each passing moment. Exhausted, injured, and alone, Taylor succumbed to the overwhelming loss of blood and injuries. Helplessly, she lay in the embrace of the wilderness, the coyotes seizing their advantage in her weakened state. Back at the access road, a group of hikers stumbled upon Taylor's abandoned belongings. Instinctively, they knew that something was terribly wrong. Determined to find her, they ascended the trail, calling out her name in desperation. As they reached the end of this clearing, a grim scene unfolded before their eyes. Blood stains, discarded clothing, and a bathroom door stained with crimson. A mix of horror and urgency coursed through their veins as they spotted Taylor lying on the ground, with a lone coyote standing over her. Without hesitation, the hikers charged towards the animal, their primary goal to save Taylor. Yet the coyote exhibited no fear, displaying aggression towards its intruders. Undeterred, the hikers persisted, finally forcing the coyote to retreat a short distance. It stood there, growling with anger a mere few meters away. Taylor, conscious but in critical condition, managed to communicate with her rescuers. Multiple bites marred her head and legs, and her torn flesh bled profusely. However, her survival hung in the balance. Soon after, an officer from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police arrived at the scene, armed with a shotgun. Believing Taylor had been attacked by a bear, he fired a shot to drive off the coyote. However, he did not fatally wound the animal. Taylor was swiftly transported to the hospital, her life hanging by a thread. Despite the best efforts of the medical team, her injuries proved too severe. Tragically, Taylor succumbed to blood loss shortly after her arrival. Following the tragic attack on Taylor Mitchell, a flurry of speculation emerged, attempting to make sense of the horrifying events. Some proposed that Taylor unintentionally wandered too close to a coyote den, triggering the aggressive response. Others speculated that she might have attempted to feed the creatures, unknowingly provoking their aggression. Yet none of these theories could be substantiated, leaving officials to reevaluate the threat posed by coyotes to human visitors in the park. In response, authorities initiated a hunt for the rogue coyote responsible for the attack. However, a surprising voice emerged amidst the search. Taylor's mother expressed her opposition, asserting that her daughter, an ardent environmentalist, would not have wished harm upon the coyotes. As Taylor's mother acknowledged the inherent risks of venturing into the wilderness, the authorities faced the difficult task of addressing the aggressive coyotes responsible for the attack. An aggressive female coyote was eventually euthanized, followed by 3 more coyotes near the Skyline Trail, including a dominant male. A thorough investigation uncovered crucial evidence linking these animals to the attack. Forensic analysis revealed traces of Taylor's blood on the fur coats of 3 of the coyotes. Notably, the large male coyote previously captured in a photograph near the access road was identified as the one standing over Taylor when she was discovered. The presence of shotgun pellets embedded in the animal's coats confirmed its encounter with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer. It was revealed that the aggressive female and the large male coyote likely formed a pair, with the other coyotes as their packmates. The hunt for these coyotes highlighted the intricate challenge faced in wildlife management and human-wildlife coexistence. It underscored the need for balancing the preservation of natural habitats with ensuring the safety of visitors. In the months following Taylor's tragic attack, there were further reports of unusual coyote behavior. One incident involved a coyote approaching a couple, prompting the man to defend himself by striking it on the head with a stick. Another incident occurred when a 16-year-old was bitten on the head during a camping trip with her parents. These incidents challenged the perception that coyotes were typically fearful of humans. Wildlife experts weighed in on the issue, suggesting that coyotes have always lived in close proximity to humans, but their presence often goes undetected. Some proposed culling the general coyote population as a solution, but others argued against it, citing the rapid reproduction rate of coyotes. One female coyote can give birth to 7 or more pups, making population control challenging. In response to the escalating concerns, Nova Scotia declared a $20 bounty on coyotes, excluding those within the park. However, Taylor's mother took a different approach. She established the Taylor Mitchell Legacy Trust, which focuses on promoting community outreach for music and other art forms, as well as educating people about habitat preservation. Taylor Mitchell's legacy lives on through her music and the actions of her mother. Despite the tragic and unfortunate circumstances of her final moments, Taylor's passion for music and the environment continues to inspire. Her mother's response after the attack reflects a deep understanding of the delicate balance between humans and nature.